This question came into my mind after I saw Boruto Tubu Vortex Chapter 3, and a lot of people on Twitter have been talking about Boruto and his strength when he's in base form and why he didn't need to use anything outside of his new Rasengan to beat Code, which by the way is probably the most embarrassing L Code has ever took in his life.
You are a loser. Simple.
This is something that I've really been thinking about because Momoshiki was supposed to be a really big, important part of the story prior to the time skip, and prior to the time skip, Momoshiki actually was something that was supposed to be really important going forward because Momoshiki was trying to take over Boruto's mind and push Boruto back into the lower parts of his mind to where Momoshiki had complete control over Boruto's body without having to actually resurrect through him, because as we know through the Code arc, Momoshiki can't resurrect through Boruto anymore because he used the last remaining data that he had to give to Boruto in order for him to be brought back to life. So Momoshiki can't resurrect anymore, and everybody thought that Momoshiki was going to be a big threat, a looming threat, mind you, for the future of the Boruto series. But now 3 chapters in, we haven't seen Momoshiki, and Momoshiki, let alone his karma, wasn't even necessary to beat Code, an enemy who was stronger than Jigen without his limiters. So that made me think about this a little more. Like, does Boruto really need Momoshiki anymore? If Momoshiki was important to the series forward, then I don't think that Momoshiki should have been taken out of this first part of the time skip, because Boruto didn't need any help. Kawaki needed to have his karma on to defeat some of these claw marks.
It's claw grimes, nigga.
He was caught off guard in a lot of ways, but Boruto in base showed that he had no issue struggling against these claw marks.
Nigga, are you deaf? I just told you it's claw grimes, bro.
Alright, yo, my bad,
I'm not
bro,
gonna
my
tell
bad.
you again, bro.
Damn, I said my
Get that
bad.
shit right before I bust your ass.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Boruto showcased that his power is way beyond we could have ever thought of him to ever have in the time skip. He's doing planetary feats without Momoshiki's help, and everybody's asking, is this Shinjutsu? Which it very well could be Shinjutsu, since Shinjutsu is a stronger version of the ninjutsu that everybody uses in the shinobi world. So if Boruto is this strong now without Momoshiki's powers, if he's able to defeat an enemy stronger than Jigen in base form, how powerful is Boruto really with everything that he has? If Momoshiki isn't needed in the Boruto series, then that leaves a very little room for Momoshiki to really be an important part of the story going forward, at least as a villain. The only thing that's left for Momoshiki to really set his feet into is either being a source of information, like how Amado was for us in the series for a long time. So he has all the knowledge of Otsutsuki. He knew what Shinjutsu was. He introduced Shinjutsu to Boruto and told us the real, identity of Ada's charm and what it really was. So Momoshiki could be used in that way, but in terms of being a strength level, in terms of being a boost to Boruto, is it really needed for Boruto at this point in the series? If we're going to be introduced to more Otsutskis later on, who obviously are approaching godhood or have achieved godhood, Momoshiki might be important for that side of the story because he's an Otsutsuki, so he understands all of the Otsutsuki's powers, their abilities, their Shinjutsu, how to counter them, how to win. Because if Boruto dies, Momoshiki also dies, so obviously he's gonna want to aid Boruto in that way. But in the time skip, a lot of people, including myself, are wondering, does Boruto have full control over Momoshiki now? Did Boruto push Momoshiki down into a deeper part of his mind so where he can't take over or bother him anymore, like how we saw at the end of the series? Or is Momoshiki just not at this point in time really needed because a lot of the combat experience, a lot of the information that Boruto would have needed to defeat some of these Otsutskis or to really deal with some of these issues are gone now because Boruto has the abilities that Momoshiki has. Boruto can peer into the future, look into the future, and see what's going on. So overall, the question of Momoshiki really being important to the series is really on the table now. Does Boruto need Momoshiki? Does the Boruto series need Momoshiki anymore? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section below. This was a little bit of a shorter video, just something that I wanted to get off my mind, but let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. It's been your boy Av. Welcome to the block, and I'll see y'all in the next video.